When I was manifesting my specific person, as you guys may or may not be aware, there was a third party involved. But what I haven't spoken about is how that removal of that third party happened so naturally. See, when I was manifesting Luke, we started reconnecting via good old Snapchat back in the day in April 2019, I think it was. Now, we were talking for a little bit here and there, but he never mentioned anything about a third party at this point. But after a few weeks, he then mentioned that he was seeing someone else and he had been seeing her for about 6 months. Now, when I discovered this third party, I didn't let that throw me out because of two things. First thing was my unstoppable, my unfuckable self-concept. And secondly, that knowing feeling was so heavy within me that Luke and I would be together. Now, we were talking here and there for a little bit and I knew that he was hanging out with her, but I did not let that throw me out because there was no fucking way that I wasn't going to get what I wanted even after I discovered a third party. I knew that we would be together, so all I did was focus on me and my end, right? My wish fulfilled, living in the end of my wish fulfilled, which is Luke and I being together in a relationship. I wasn't focusing on the third party. Now, the reason why it was a lot easier for me than some of you who are finding it quite difficult to not focus on the third party was because my self-concept was through the fucking roof. I am talking, I knew my worth, I knew my value. I basically knew that I was fucking hot shit and there was no way that I would never get what I wanted. Then a couple of months went by, I don't even think it was that long actually. He then mentions to me that the Sheila that he was seeing for the past 6 months was moving over to the UK. And when he told me this, I said to myself, how ironic. And that's when I realized the bridge of incidents were unfolding perfectly for me. But I didn't do anything to remove this third party. I didn't think about how I was going to get rid of her. I didn't think about how I was going to win Luke's heart over. All I did was remain true to myself and my faith, knowing that Luke and I would be together at some point. And whatever needed to happen between then and us being together would all be taken care of. So she moved out of the way that happened so freaking naturally that you would think it would kind of happen that way anyway. Like she'd move on, she'd find someone else, she'd go overseas, whatever it was. So this is what I'm saying. Whoever needs to move in order for you and your specific person to be together will move, and they will do so unconsciously, right? They won't even be consciously aware that they're moving, because remember, nobody has free will. So if you can understand this concept that nobody has free will, right? And you persist and embody this version of you, right? Who is in a relationship with your specific person, you are shifting your identity to be of one that is in a relationship with your specific person, and you persist in that story. You consistently do this day in, day out, right? And you understand that nobody has free will and that you're the creator of your reality, and the story that is dominant in your mind, the most dominant story that you hold, will unfold in your 3D world. There's no fucking way you won't get what you want.